Happy race day, everyone. The Brickyard 400 race day is here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we're set for I think, a pretty good race on tap later today. And I'm standing in the NASCAR Cup Series garage, actually where the F1 garages used to be here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm standing behind or in front of Chase Briscoe's garage stall here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and he sits on the pole for today's Brickyard 400 presented by PPG, and he's looking to become the first Indiana-based driver to win the Brickyard 400 since Jeff Gordon did it 11 years ago. Now, Chase Briscoe growing up, his childhood hero, the driver he looked up to the most was Tony Stewart. And Chase Briscoe used to race for Tony Stewart at Stewart-Haas Racing for a couple of years from 2021 through 2024, at least in the Cup Series and then Xfinity Series a couple of years prior here. He actually won an Xfinity race here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I believe during the pandemic, during 2020-21, the first road course race at the Xfinity Series raced here. But it's a big role here for Chase Briscoe, who sits on the pole today. He's the first driver in NASCAR Cup Series history to win the pole at the Daytona 500, the Coke 600, and the Brickyard 400 all in 1 year. So a lot of history on the line here, not only because of that, but also looking to become the first Indiana. I mentioned Jeff Gordon because he wasn't born in Indiana, he was born in California. But Chase Briscoe looking to be the first Indiana-born driver to win the Brickyard 400 since Tony Stewart did it here 20 years ago in 2005. So a lot of history riding on the line today here at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And you got to bet it's Chase Briscoe, and he's shown a lot of race win speed this year. Has won a race earlier in the year as well with JGR. We saw him go out and win Pocono earlier, just about a month ago. And in the press conference yesterday after winning the pole, he seemed a lot more confident. And one thing he commented about Stewart-Haas Racing was that he felt like they were overachieving in a lot of aspects. I mean, he only got 2 wins. He won at Darlington last year in the Southern 500 and then won the Phoenix Spring Race in second year with SHR in the Cup Series back in 2022. But we'll see what he has in store today. As he said, it feels a lot more confident in a JGR car, and he honestly competes a lot better in a JGR car because he came in at a time at Stewart-Haas Racing where the performance for all 4 cars, including Harvick at the time too, was on a decline. So we'll see what Briscoe has in store today, as JGR has shown a lot of speed on the 1.5 miles so far this year. He's going to share it with Toyota, not teammate, but Toyota teammate Bubba Wallace for the front row. Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick are 3rd and 4th. So a top 5 all made up with Toyotas. Ty Gibbs in 5th had a really good, strong showing here yesterday in qualifying. And by the way, Toyota hasn't won the Brickyard 400, at least on the oval, since Kyle Busch last did it in 2015 and 2016. So we'll see what the Toyotas will have in store later today here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And the weather today, it's going to be partly cloudy, mostly cloudy. It's already hot and muggy. Unfortunately to say, I think I might have brought the Georgia weather with me because it is quite humid already, and it's only 10 a.m. right now at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But one thing drivers we noticed in the Xfinity Series race yesterday and Cup qualifying is the exit of Turn 2 was a particular struggle for a lot of drivers. Sean Hunter Nemechek, Denny Hamlin, for instance, spun out in Turn 2, slapped the wall, and then hit the inside wall as well in qualifying. That's going to be a struggle turn for a lot of these drivers today to manage that, especially if these temperatures are going to stay hot and warm. So Turn 2, something to look out for in today's Brickyard 400 presented by PPG. We're set. Brickyard 400, another running of it, a historical one. Maybe Chase Briscoe, Indiana-born driver, gets the win today in the Brickyard 400 presented by PPG. Weather should be good. As I mentioned, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy. Hopefully we'll avoid the rain. It's like Georgia weather, Florida weather. You got this humidity, how hot it is. Storms can pop up at any moment, and hopefully we'll stay away from any weather today. So stay tuned to the 5 to Go Facebook page and YouTube page for all updates here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway throughout today's race.